Hey there, welcome to day 42 of playing chess every day into our reach 1500 Elo. Currently we're at 1151 after one win and one loss yesterday, so I'm at the same rating I started at yesterday. So let's see if we can go up any higher. Jump into a 15-minute rapid game here. Up against an 1175. Okay, so he goes for d4s. We're going to do the slab opening. d5 and c6. Okay, so he's going for the London. So I have to decide. I think c5 can be good against the London, but I don't know the exact opening sequence to do that, so I think I'll just go for the standard slab moves, even if that maybe isn't optimal against the London. I'm just gonna go for that anyway. It might be good. I'm not too sure. Do I want to go for this? Let's just go for this first. Alright, so we closed off his bishop here, so now whenever I want I have the option of playing queen b6, threatening his pawn. Pushing his pawn is generally not so great. A lot of times people around this rating tend to do that. So I think he would need to go here. Or he could potentially just allow me to take it and then maybe try to set up a trap or trap my queen or something. I think I'll develop the bishop here first. I'll probably connect this, and then once this dark square bishop is also open, then I'll probably look to play queen b6 at that point. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll play it now. If he does this though, I don't know, it's not so great. Because I don't have c5 to then be able to push c4. If I had already played c5, then he goes here, then I push c4, and then he either takes and I open up my rook, or he goes back, but he can't go back right here because the bishop is looking. So he would kind of be forced to take and I open up my rook. But because I've only played c6 and not c5, that's not an option. I think I'm just going to go ahead and play it anyway, and we'll see how he responds. Okay. So he does go for, I think, the best move there. When I was looking at what to play, since I played the London, I'm pretty sure generally this is the best move. So I'm just going to continue my development, I think. Or do I want to do bishop first? Let's do knight first. If I go knight here, he comes here. If I take, then he goes here with the pawn. My knight has to move. I can't go over here because I think I'll end up getting trapped. So I'd have to go back here or something. Or back here. So that would be bad. And if he comes in here and he takes, I'd have to take back with the king. Or yeah, with the king unless I bring another piece to defend it. But let's just go here for now anyway, because I don't know what else to do. Yeah, so he goes for that. I think I might just bring a rook over to guard it. Oh wait, never mind, it is guarded by this other knight. Although that does bring me back to a worse square. So if he takes, I'll take back with this knight, I think. So let's just develop not here, because then that could be a discovery. Let's just develop our bishop here. But yeah, I think this guy's playing all the correct London theory. Maybe he could have played c4 instead of c3, since I was doing the copycat bishop setup. So that might have been better for him, but for the most part, it seems like he's playing everything correctly. I'm going to go ahead and castle, I think, or maybe I'll push this. I don't really want his knight coming in here at all. And not entirely sure how to progress from here. If I go here, then he can take this. And I don't really want to take back with this. That's interesting. Seems like there's almost a tactic because this bishop is only guarded by the knight, which is under threat. But if I take and he takes back with the pawn, then I take, then he takes, then I take. So I think I win a pawn there if I do that. If I take here and then he takes this, then I take, then he takes. So yeah, I don't think I can win anything from this. I could probably just go ahead and take and send his knight back to a worse square. Does open up his bishop here. Let me try to calculate again though. Take, take. Wait, no, because he might go for this. Take, take. Oh, wait, but then I could go take here with check. Take, take. Ooh. That could be good, actually. Maybe it is worth doing this. If he takes with the pawn, I take here. Then he takes, then I take. And I think I win a pawn in that case. Let's just try it. These kind of positions, I have quite a bit of trouble calculating accurately when you have a lot of different pieces that are threatening each other. And there's like different move orders you can go with. There's like maybe 2 or 3 different move orders. There's potentially like intermediate moves. Oh, he takes with the knight there. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I see. I didn't consider him taking with the knight. But I think we'll just take the even trade, send his knight backwards. And then I can hop into here. We can push this. Then if he castles, I have a fork. I'm going to hold off on jumping into e4. So if I do it right now, he could push the pawn and then I don't have anything. But if I do it after he's castled, I could potentially fork the king and the rook, or the queen and the rook, once he castles. So let's just castle for now. Or maybe try to trade the bishops off or something. Can't trap his bishop. Yeah, let's just castle. And if it ever becomes beneficial to trade queens, we can do that. But I don't think it will be. We don't really want to just open up the rook for him. Already hops his knight back into there. I think I will probably go here. If he pushes this, then maybe I'll have to go back. I think I'll go here. Oh, dang it. I missed that fork. But actually, no, I think I'm fine. Because if I take here, take, and then I can move. I can't be missing knight forks like that, though. But I still do. But yeah, I think just trade, and then I can move, and I should be safe. But I don't like his knight being all up in my business here. There could be a way to trap the knight. No, I don't think so, because he always has this square. So even if I push this pawn, he can escape to c5. So I don't think there's a way to trap the knight. But let's go ahead and take the queen. Okay, and then we still... Okay, no, we don't have the fork. If he does castle, we'll have the fork on this pawn, actually, I think. But for now, we don't have anything there. So let's just move our rook. If we go here, he'll go back to one of these squares right away. Could go here and try to open this up, but I can already do that with the bishop. So yeah, let's just go here and try to kick his knight back a bit. Let me make sure there's nothing else you can do. He can't go here, can't go here. He could go here or here. Okay, so he hops back to there. Now, I can go here and trade the bishop off. The only thing is it will allow him to open up his other rook. And I don't know if I want that. I can also go here. Can't go to here, can't go to here. Can't go to here. We can go back to here. These three squares are open for him. If I push this. I think I do want to kick his knight out. I don't really like having it on that square. So yeah, I think I'll play this. Oh wait, no, he does have this square as well. He goes there, probably move the bishop and look to trade it. Okay, so yeah, he does go for that. And I can come here. Then where does the knight go? If I move this and then come here. If we trade bishops, he can come back to here. Yeah, so he's always going to have escape squares, I think. Make sure this is not a threat. Check, come here. I think that's fine. He's not forking anything there. I think we need to just start playing towards the end game here and trying to get maybe some pawns far across the board. Maybe mess up his pawn structure more if we have any opportunities to do so. Oh yeah, he can't go here because I can just take back for some reason. But once he can't go there after we trade. Take. He can go here, here, and he can't. I think actually he could be trapped in that scenario. So I don't think that's a good idea if he does that. I think once I move my king over, that his knight would be trapped if he did that. Take, here, king over, and then all the knight squares are covered. So that shouldn't be a threat. And my next plan is probably going to be to get this pawn safe, move the rook over, and start pushing this. Try to open this file up. And then maybe try to create some attacks on these double pawns. If we can weaken his pawn structure, if we can split this apart, have two isolated double pawns, those could be a good target. Alright, he's going for the trade. I could also take back with the knight if I wanted to. But I don't think I'm going to because I'm still threatening a fork if he castles here on the pawn. I think I'll take with the rook. I definitely do need to consider if there could be a way to trap his knight, but I don't think, I think there still isn't because I don't see a way to threaten this square. I could get a pawn to cover this square. This square is still open. Once I move my king, I can cover that. Yeah, I don't see a way to cover h4. Unless he blocks it himself in. If he does that, then I definitely will look for a way to trap him. Let's push this here, here, here. If I threaten his knight now, he can go back to one of these two squares. I probably should though. Let's play this move first. To prepare to move our rook. And then maybe try to kick his knight. Hoping that I'll be able to trap the knight seems a little riskier than just trying to kick it right away. And I do have to make sure my knight won't get trapped, because currently my only escape square is this, actually. Let's bring his king over instead of castling. So he goes here, here. Now then I'm not trapped because I have this and that's a fork. So he can't play this right now. So I'm fine on this square. Because g3 is a major threat, he can't try to kick me out. So let's just go here. Oh wait, no, that's a fork. Let's kick his knight first. Good thing I saw that. Or yeah, no, here, here. That's a fork on the king and the rook. Yeah. He still has escape squares if I try to threaten him. Let's just go here. I need to coordinate my rook, both my rooks and my knight, and use them to attack some pawns. I think I want to open this up. I threaten his knight here. Yeah, he still is fine. Okay, is he trying to go for this knight trap idea? I don't, because it doesn't work if he pushes this. So that covers that escape square, but yeah, I should be fine. Actually, it could work if he moved his king and then pushed this, but he'd have to get his king somewhere that could cover this escape square, which I don't think he could do. So I think I'm okay. Alright, I could go here, take, we open up the file. I don't think I want to do that. Probably, I would like to push this pawn though to prevent him from continuing to push, but the knight does watch that square. So let's just go for our pawn break. I think I'm just going to take that. If he takes this way, that probably is not a good idea. Because I think I can immediately come in with a check. Yeah, so he takes this way. I think that was smarter. Go here, take. Yeah, I think I like this also. The only thing is he'll have two attackers on this pawn. It'd be nice if I could trade this rook off first. I can't go here. I could go here and just cut the rook off. Is that smart though? If I go here and then here, he'll push that. Then I can try to get the rooks to trade. I think I will go for this first. But I'm definitely interested in this. I just need to make sure his rook is not attacking. Yeah. Let's try this. I'm using up quite a bit of time as usual, down to 3.5 minutes, but that's not terrible. Okay, he might want to jump his knight back in here and make an outpost for it with this pawn, which I was thinking he might do, but I wasn't too worried about it. I could look to move my knight somewhere and trade his knight off. Let's go here and then try to get the rook trade. It will double my pawns, which I don't really want. I like these pawns being connected. Potentially we can break through these. Let's see if there's any other good moves real quick. So this, take, take, take. Yeah, that doesn't work. Here, you could take en passant. Yeah, so that doesn't work either. So let's just go for this. I think I'm going to immediately challenge this file and threaten if he takes to double read, connect my pawns there. I like that idea. And then it's really just going to come down to activating the king. I like the idea of getting a pawn break here. Oh wait, no, because then I will hang this pawn if I push that. Okay, so we get that. Going for this outpost, which will threaten this pawn. So, do I want to go defensive or attack? Here, here. Yeah, I can't guard the pawn, I don't think. Or here, here. I can threaten his pawn though. So let's just do that. We can trade these pawns off. We'll both have like a symmetrical outpost here. Yeah, if I check, he is able to guard that pawn. I can go back here. I can check him either way, but he'll go whichever way to protect the pawn. So I think I need to just go ahead and activate my king and open this position up here. Let's go like this. Oh wait, actually, I messed up because no, I can go here and then I'm defending it, so we're good. I didn't notice his knight was guarding that, so we're gonna go with check here. If he, can he do anything to threaten me? No, I don't think so. Check. Okay, here, here. Go here. I don't know who's going to be winning if I try to get the knight trade. He's going to be able to come into here, take that. I'm going to have to be quicker to take his pawns over here. But if I take like this, he'll go here. He can do that anyway though, even if I challenge him with the knight. Alright, let's just take like this. I feel like it's better to go ahead and immediately get the pawns further across the board and connect them here. And now we create a nice pathway for the king to come in. If he goes for this pawn, you know, that's not too big of a deal. I'll focus more on pushing my pawns. Let's bring the king in. And now I'm reinforcing this pawn. So if he goes here, I'm okay. Alright, so he is threatening that pawn. Let's just immediately attack here. If he supports it, I go here, and then I should be able to start winning all his pawns. Is there any use of trying to defend this? I don't think it's possible. Yeah, no, let's just go here. We're getting a little bit of in-game practice. Okay, he doesn't defend the pawn, he just takes. He's threatening to go here and take another pawn. That. I don't want him to take this one. He goes here, I'm okay with him taking this one. So I think I'll take, if he goes here, I'll push this pawn. He can take that. And I can take, yeah, let's just try that. I gotta play quickly. Yep. And if his king ever moves, I can get that one. Actually, the only thing is after he takes this, he's threatening this one now. So that's not great. I could just push it and then attack this. That could be better. No, but if he pushes his... Yeah, I could push it and then try to block like that. Let's push it. Okay. I'm gonna go here right away. I'm controlling both of these squares, so the king can go here, but I can win this on the next one, then I just need to guide this pawn to the end. I could have taken this pawn, but I feel like that's more of a distraction because that pawn isn't going anywhere. Okay, threatening the knight. Yeah, I do need to hop back to here. Yeah, let's just go to where it's safe. We're still protecting this square. And he can't come over. No, he can't come over here. But he can't come into this square. I definitely can win the pawn in the next move, I think. He could go here. That doesn't really threaten anything. Okay, that's where he goes. Oh, I know. If I do take, he can take now. So it does threaten something. Might have to reroute the knight here. But then he's going to start pushing this pawn. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, let's just push this. He'll take, we'll take, and then we'll have to push the other one. This one. Oh, he had that fork. Dang. Okay, we gotta go down. Here. Have this check, but that doesn't do anything. I think I like this, where my knight is now. I just have to watch out for a fork. Alright, let's go here. I'm notoriously pretty bad at catching knight forks. I've already missed like 2 or maybe even 3 this game. You come here. Okay. He pushes that, I have to take, but then I'm still covering this square, so we're okay. His knight can't come in to here. I think we might be able to promote. Alright, we have to go here. Now that his knight can come in. Oh wait, I could have checked him here. Would that have been good? Maybe it would have been good. Yeah. Go here. I don't think that check does anything for him. Oh, well, he can do that. Yeah, if he wants, he could give up the knight. Yeah, maybe that is what he's going to do. He could give up the knight for the pawn and then try to push one of these ones. This endgame is getting pretty interesting. I really don't know. He's up 2 pawns, but I'm so close to pushing it, he might have to give up the knight. And if he gives up the knight, I'll be up material, but my king will be over in the corner here. If he pushes this, is he trying to just go for a perpetual check? I can't allow him to come into here. If his king gets in here, then my whole chance of winning is gone. Okay, do I accept this perpetual check? I think I probably will, because he's winning and I don't have any chance if I don't keep going here and like try to fight for the chance of promoting this pawn. I could go here, but then he just takes the pawn. So yeah, never mind. I think we're just gonna take the draw there. It says 4 misses pop up right away. So yeah, I'm really curious to see what moves should have been played in that endgame. Let's check the game review. We got 1 rating point from that. We're up to 1152 because he's a little bit higher rated. He had better accuracy, 81.1. Mine was 78.4. Neither of us had any blunders, but we both had several misses and a few mistakes. He had 4 great moves also, which is, I'll be curious to see what his moves were. Yeah, he played this opening really well, I think. Okay, this was only good. I didn't really like it so much. Wait, it was only good for him to go to protect it like that as well. We wanted him to do knight here first. So it didn't care about the pawn. Okay. He did want me to take, and I want to see where I should have gone if I took. He wants him to take with the bishop. Let's say he took with the pawn. That's inaccurate. Normally that's the move that you go for in the London, but maybe in this case it's inaccurate for some reason. We go back. Okay, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't lead to anything right away. So instead, we didn't take. That was excellent. This sequence I thought was winning, but I didn't realize he could take with the knight. So it just ended up being an even trade. It says I actually do have a little bit of it. No, never mind, it's even. I don't have an advantage. It wanted him to take my queen there. That was best. That was best to kick the knight. Excellent. We both were playing mostly pretty good moves here. That was best to kick the knight as well. Here with the king, which I was wondering about. But yeah, generally getting a knight out of your territory is super useful. Even if it gives up the potential of trapping it. It liked the pawn break. Okay, it didn't want me to capture. It wanted me to play here first. But I didn't want to play e5 first because he takes. I take. Oh, he can't capture this. Oh, this is a different point in time. I was thinking of playing it after I captured, but it wanted me to play it before I captured this because it's cutting off the rook here, I guess. since the rook and the knight were both going to attack this pawn. That was best. We get the trade. That was looking good. This was excellent. Felt pretty good about the position here, and it does say we're still even, it looks like. That was a mistake. That significantly gave him an advantage. But let me see, did he... Yeah, taking was good. But then I had the check here, and I could come back. And that was his first miss. Now I have an advantage. I wanted him to kick the knight first. I played the best move, which was activating the king. Another best move. This was good. So somewhere after, I have a nice advantage. So somewhere after this, I think I'm going to make a mistake. Well, there's one. Didn't want me to push the pawn. He wanted knight back. Knight back just to defend the pawn instead of pushing it. Okay. I don't know, I really liked having my knight on this square. So I don't think I would have wanted to drop back like this. Take. Then I get to take here. Then king over. Okay, I mean, I guess that looks better. But instead I pushed the pawn, and it wanted me to take here, but I didn't want to because I thought if he takes, if I take and then he takes, then I don't have a way to defend this pawn. So it just wants me to take here. Okay, I guess it's just saying we don't really care about this pawn. Just focus on getting these ones across the board. Like, just do everything to kill these pawns, these white pawns, in front of my pawns on the left side of the board, and just try to push these. I was really focused on these two. Oops, I skipped. Let me go back. We were right. Yeah, I was really focused on protecting these two pawns since they were the furthest across the board. But it seems like the better way to play was to really focus on these two and just clear up this side because his king and his knight are both far away from these ones. That was a miss. It wanted me to take right away. I thought that wouldn't have been good because it seemed like it was a distraction if I just focused on coming up here and bringing this pawn. It was better, but I think that wasn't the case because of that move. Because then I had to give up this pawn. So that whole effort to try to push these two across the board was useless because now I just have to... if I take this, he's going to take. And if I push it, he's going to take. So it leaves me with no path forward for this pawn. So then I have to change course and come back here. I just pushed it anyway just to trade it off and not lose it right away. But now he's totally winning. And then I missed this knight fork. It wasn't a huge deal, I think, because I was already kind of losing here. Let's see if there was ever a chance again. It looks like, yeah, it looks like I did have a chance again here. In fact, okay, we're back to even. That was a miss. Or a mistake. That was a miss. It did want him to sack the knight, which I had a feeling that he was going to be able to do that, and that would be winning for him, but I wasn't totally sure. So let's look at that, though. He goes here. Yeah, because once he can defend this, pushing this pawn, I need to move the knight. There's no way for me to cover both of these files with the knight. I can only cover one. Threaten this. Couldn't he just push this forward? Yeah, that said best. For some reason it showed a different move before. Then we go here. He comes over. Yeah, I'm just going to be dancing around with the knight. And he can just keep chasing it away with the king, and he's going to be able to promote. So that should have been what he went for. But I think he was scared because I would be the one with the knight while he just had pawns. But instead... Oh, this is what all the misses are from. I bet this dropped both of our accuracy. It wanted me to go back. That was a mistake. It still wanted him to take the pawn. Now the game's even again. That was a miss too. But wait, why is this so much better? I didn't want his king to come up this way. Then I go here. Then he goes here. Then what do I do? Promote, he takes. Threaten the knight. I'm really curious how I'm able to draw here. Because it doesn't seem like I would be able to, because he has the knight and 3 pawns. I guess I'm able... Wait, it told me not to take this pawn? No, now it says it was best. It's weird when it says to go somewhere else, but then when I make this other move it says best. But I guess you can have multiple best moves. Okay, well I'm not going to go through all the moves, but yeah, apparently this is actually drawing. If I just went down, I couldn't see that whatsoever. So instead I just kept going up, and he decided to go for the draw. So I'll take it, because I think I was going to lose if he sacked the knight. So not bad, we gained 1 elo point. We're at 1152, so still holding up around the 1150 level. And this has been day 42. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on day 43.